For me, light wind freestyle has always helped me learn regardless of my level. It's a great way to learn new skills and ones that can be transferred when it gets windy. Besides that though, it's also just a fun way to enjoy your time on the water when the wind is light. So in this video, I'll show you how to do 5 light wind freestyle moves that will help you improve your overall windsurfing. To kick things off, we have the Heli Tack. The Heli Tack is by far my most used move as it can be done in any conditions. I see people using it all the time to turn around no matter what kit they're on and what the conditions are like. So it's well worth learning this one. So let's start by turning towards the wind. Aim to keep turning until the nose of the board is just past the eye of the wind. Once you've got past the eye of the wind, start to move the sail. Try your best to guide the sail directly into the wind. It's key that you keep the sail neutral at this point, so keep your backhand sheeted in and close to your body, and extend your front arm. Once the sail is forward, you will start to feel the pressure in the sail pushing against you. Again, it's so important that you keep the backhand close to your body and sheeted in. It's the most important part of the whole move. Keep your front hand strong and feel the power in the sail. Start to push against the sail with your front hand, which will get the board to rotate. A top tip is to look over your shoulder, which will help with the rotation. Now, as the board starts to rotate, you'll feel the power in the sail increase. Keep that backhand sheeted in. The goal is to get the board to rotate fully in the new direction before flipping the sail. Now that the board has rotated, it's time for the foot change and the sail flip. So take your front foot and place it back, and take the back foot and place it forwards near the mast base. At the same time, start to feel the sail open out. It's really important that you move your front hand close to the mast as the sail starts to flip. This will give you maximum control over the sail. Let go of the backhand, allow the sail to flip, and get ready to move your hands onto the new side of the boom. Personally, I like to cross my hands and reach straight for the boom on the new side, but you can also grab the mast if you prefer. Another little trick is to let the sail fall slightly behind you, and it will naturally want to come back after it is flipped and begins to power up. Continue to place your hands on the new side and sail away. Next, we have the Upwind 360. The start is actually identical to the Heli Tack, so it's a good one to try once you've nailed the Heli Tack. So all of the steps at the beginning are the same as the Heli Tack, but this time you're not going to be flipping the sail. So start by turning into the wind. As you turn past the eye of the wind, guide the sail forward, slide your backhand back, and keep the sail sheeted in. Keep the pressure on your front hand as you rotate the board, again keeping the sail sheeted in. It should feel like you are moving the whole rig back behind you. Hold the sail back for as long as possible and rotate the board so it's facing downwind before opening up the sail. A top tip is to look into the rotation to help the board turn. Sink low and put your weight on your back foot. To avoid being pulled over by the sail, move your backhand closer to the front as you open out the sail. Let the sail open out and finish the rotation. Another top tip is to move your back foot back to sink the tail to allow the board to spin. Alright, so moving on to number 3, Backwinded Sailing. This one actually has some similar movements to the fast tack. Being able to control the sail in a backwinded position is also a very useful skill. Start off by sailing across the wind. Place your front hand by the mast and wrap your front foot around the mast base. Bring the rig back and swap your backhand onto the new side of the boom. Take your old mast hand and also place it onto the new side. At the same time, start moving your body around the front, placing your back foot next to the front foot. You should now be facing towards the tail of the board with power in the sail, holding on with both hands on the new side. Step back with the back foot and continue to move around the sail, but keep the sail behind you. To continue moving forward, keep your weight over the centre line with an extended front arm and balance the power with the back hand. A top tip is to make sure you look up in the direction you are going as soon as you can. This will help you balance and prevent you from unexpectedly crashing into anything. Okay, so number 4 is the Sail Body 360. This one is one of my favourites and ended up being really helpful when I eventually started learning the flacker. So, start by sailing across the wind, guide the sail into the wind so that it becomes backwinded. As you're doing this, turn your front foot and move your back foot and place it in front of the mast base. Continue to move the sail into the rotation. A top tip is to look into the rotation, which will help you anticipate the transfer of power as you do the 360. Start to open out the sail and quickly shift your feet round to the other side. Try to stay central over the mast base as you complete the 360. In very light winds, you'll be able to shuffle your feet round as you rotate with the sail. But as the wind increases, you'll have to be much quicker with the feet and have full control over the power in the sail. And finally, number 5, we have the duck tack. This is another one with the same entry as the Heli Tack. There are 2 ways to do this, but for now, I'll just cover one way. So start turning into the wind as you would for a Heli Tack. Once the nose of the board has passed the eye of the wind, guide the sail forward into the wind, keeping the backhand sheeted in. Now this is the tricky bit because a few things happen at once and you have to get the timing just right. Let go of the front hand and place it near the clew. As you're doing this, switch your feet. Pull the clew aggressively towards the tail of the board and down towards the water. Then reach as far forward and grab the boom on the new side. This one is all about the timing and how you throw the clew of the sail, but once you get it, it's such a good feeling. So there you go, 5 light wind freestyle tricks for you to try the next time you get on the water. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments below. If not, have a great rest of your day and I'll see you in the next video.